And next we have Dragon's Mist, a 4X strategy LitRPG series, Warlords of the Circle Sea, book number 1, written by Ember Lane. It is 739 pages, a massive novel. $3.99 is the price tag, and it is available on Kindle Unlimited. And here is the author's description. Build your kingdom, destroy your enemies. What would you do if you woke up in a strange land? What if you had no idea why? Would you fight, or would you curl up into a ball and cry? What if your fate was sealed by a booming announcement that cracked across the vast blue skies? Greetings! Welcome to the Land of the Lessermen. You have arrived in the nick of time. War looms, its dire thunderheads crowding our once glorious sky. This land needs a strong hand such as yours. 100 must battle for victory, and at the end, there can be only one. You played the games, now read the book. So there we go. So for Connor O'Grady, this number came true. He wakes in a land and is propelled into an age called Legendary, where he has to fight his way up from nothing, literally nothing, and they need him a pair of pants. He must learn to survive, to fight, and to enlist the help of others in order to build a civilization capable of living, because there is no other option. This is a LitRPG civ building fantasy tale, includes progression stats and settlement stats. So there you go. And that's absolutely all true. From the very first paragraph from the novel description, the story is very unabashedly LitRPG, and there's an immediately trapped in the game scenario with promises of PvP, crafting, and town building, and the story absolutely delivers. I was super happy to see how quickly this novel got into the RPG mechanics, into the crunchiness of this game world in this system. It delivers right from the get-go. The main character dropped in this world, fights monsters, gains lower levels and resources to cover his nakedness and make weapons. And as he advances, he gets new powers geared towards survival and kingdom building. The game mechanics are pulled straight from strategy games with a mix of simplified crafting, town building, assigning kingdom jobs, and strategy combat. Crafting is simple, so it's not like super in-depth. It's very button-clicky. The main character collects fragments and is rewarded with random clothing or weapons. That's really as simple as it is. It's a neat way to give the main character stuff you wouldn't have thought to make, though. So instead of like him specifically looking for something, which some characters can do, but he's a collection of things, and he presses a button, hopefully gets something good. And sometimes it's very good things, and something it's not. And I kind of like that little bit of randomness to it. The kingdom roles like scholar and economist are given to other kidnapped earthlings who must be recruited. Kingdom citizens are recruited with which unlocks more development paths, lots of good strategy, game stuff mixed in with the storyline of competing player kingdom, which is something that's developed a little later in the story. Overall, it's a good story with only minor forced moments. And again, there are some forced moments in some of the RPG mechanics or some of the ways the story develops. But again, they're minor considering all the other good stuff here. Overall, gets a score of 7.5 out of 10 for me. That's Dragon's Mist, a 4X LitRPG series, Warlords of the Circle Sea, book number 1, with again a score of 7.5 out of 10.